Is ASST heading upwards of the $10 levels by the end of this week, or is this a ticker which you should be taking profits from and running away? What's up, trading friends? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing ASST and where we're seeing this ticker heading. As always, this is going to be a no BS, non-biased video, so hit the thumbs up button. Now, let's get into it. So today's video is going to have three main segments. In the first part, we're going to be discussing the company's catalyst, right? We're going to be talking about the news that's causing the stock to run the way it is. Then we're going to be doing some stock analysis, breaking down whether or not there's a company that is actually worth holding, the relationship between the company and its stock, and then we're going to be talking about the where, right, aka the chart itself. So let's get into it. Now, when it comes to the why, guys, the why is absolutely insane. When we go over here, when we take a look at the news, we said the company came out and actually announced Express News. There we go. If we can find it, there we go. So the company came out and they said that they're going to be forming the first ever publicly traded asset management Bitcoin treasury company, which is pretty big, right? This is kind of how MSTY works. If you guys don't know, right? Ticker MSTY. That's that's kind of what they do over here. It's kind of like a fund where they go ahead and they trade micro strategies. This is for micro strategies, right? But now what ASST is doing is that they're going ahead and actually doing they're doing their very own Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin specifically. Again, micro strategies does move with Bitcoin. That's why I'm saying MSTY. That's why I'm using MSTY as an example, right? And when we go over here on the daily chart of MSTY, let me take a look. Actually looks very interesting. I wonder when their next dividend payout is going to be. But when we go back to SST, right, this is pretty big news, right? This is pretty big news. And again, right, this is going to be massive for Bitcoin maximalists, and that's where the stock right now is up 455%. Also, another reason why the stock is up so much is because this is a very, very volatile stock. The company before this massive rally did have a market cap of around $10 million, making it extremely, extremely volatile to positive news. And if we take a look at its history, this is one of those companies that once it gets going, there's no holding it back, and it goes on multi-day rallies over and over again, right? Now, I will say one thing when it comes to SSD is that when it comes to, again, previous performance, every pump is followed by a dump. Every pump is followed by a dump. But the question becomes, where will the end of this pump be, right? Where is going to be the top of this pump? That's what we're going to be questioning in today's video. So with that said, let's get into it. Now, we already talked about the catalyst. The catalyst is actually very, very strong. Now let's talk about the company's finances. So when it comes to the financials of the company burns approximately $1.23 million every single quarter, every single 3 months. And right now they have approximately $4.5 million, right? Leaving them with approximately 11 months worth of cash, okay? They have approximately 11 months worth of cash, which is pretty solid, okay? It's pretty solid place to be. I wouldn't anticipate dilution from the company, although historically ASST has been highly dilutive. Right now their overhead supply is very small, so they're not going to be really in a situation where they can go ahead and be pumping shares behind closed doors. They don't have any active warrants or anything like that that could cause the stock to hurt right now, right? And that's why in our own community, guys, we did play the break of 2. And we were really looking for 250 plus, so we brought in approximately 30% or so on it. And right now the stock's at freaking $3.90, right? So in a way, maybe we did end up taking profits too early. But I personally believe there's no such thing as taking profits too early. There's profits, locking your profits, walk away, right? And one of the things that has turned me profitable over the past, I've been trading for 8 years. I've been only profitable the last 5 years or so, has been understanding the power of small gains, right? The power of compound interest. So many traders, when it comes to trading, they're only looking for these massive swings, right? And aiming for those home runs will often leave you getting striked out, okay? So take the base hits, take the 10%, take the 15%, take the 5% even, because those do end up adding up and they actually end up helping your portfolio get bigger and bigger and bigger over time, right? And that's it, okay? So when it comes to ASST, right, I do believe that their financials are in a good place. The catalyst is very strong. Now, the way I would play this is I would honestly be careful, because right now it is a little bit overextended. So I would be careful because right now from a technical perspective, it is heading towards this $4 range, which is a very, very strong level of resistance, as you guys can see, right? Historically, it has had a lot of resistance over here from $4 to $4.20-ish, right? Top of this candle, top of this candle, top of this candle. Again, $4 and $4.20 are pretty much the same thing, so I'll be aware of that. Then if we break 4, it's probably heading all the way upwards of $5, and I think that would be an easy play for you guys to play as well. $4 to $5, I think it's solid 25% gains. Who doesn't love a good solid quarter point gain right there, right? So again, when it comes to SSD, guys, I am bullish, although I would say that I would rather play it as a dip buy play, right? Meaning going ahead and picking up maybe around this $2.50 levels ish or something like that, right? And then playing $2.50 to 3.30 ish rather than just trying to buy it right now and try to get the maximize, because the move is already kind of priced in, if you ask me. And I think that this is right now on the riskier side of plays. Now, listen, if you do want to trade alongside me every single day, check out our community. Check out our community, guys, because we've been absolutely kicking ass left and right and left and right, okay? So check it out. The link is in the comment section description. Now, I don't charge a monthly subscription. I don't charge an annual fee. I don't charge anything like that. The way it works is that you join, you apply. If you meet the criteria, what we look for, we join, we partner up, and anything that I make you, you give me 20% of that. So pretty much, let's say I make you $10,000 in 1 month, you give me 20% of that. It's that simple, right? And then, you know, if of course you want to come back, you give me 20% of that, right? And that's it. That's how it works. It's very easy. It's very simple. We have over 400 members coming back month after month. My win rate percentage, we did start a small account portfolio about a month ago, and right now we do have approximately, if you go over here, as you guys can see, I just refreshed it because I'm doing Photoshop, we have approximately 95% win rate, okay? 95% win rate. The portfolio is up $1,200, which again is not that much, right? But it is a 10K account, so the portfolio is up 12% in a single month with a 15% win rate, okay? Up to you guys what you want to do with that information. If you want to apply and trade with us, apply down below. If you don't want to trade with us, take care, good luck, best of luck to you. With that said, your boy Sam from Top Trick Academy.